it's Olivia with Om Fitness. I am here today because one of our Om Fitness clients had some questions on some of the exercises that we provided for her in her weekly workout. So we work out with this client once a week, and then she goes and does the workouts on her own beyond that. But of course, sometimes we forget things, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to not only demonstrate these specific exercises for our client, but to show you guys too. So that way, after you watch this video, you can take away an entire circuit that you can do on your own in your home. This circuit is going to specifically target kind of your upper body, specifically your shoulders. So one of our clients' goals is to focus on strength, maintaining or gaining her strength as she ages, and specifically that shoulder strength. As well as, losing a little fat along the way, because who doesn't want to lose a little bit of fat? So this circuit, I am going to show you 4 different exercises, and 2 of those are going to be cardio based to work on getting our heart rate up, getting our blood pumping to our muscles, and then the other 2 are going to be strength focused, and we're going to put them all together, and by the end of it, you're going to have a circuit that you can do on your own in your home. So the first exercise I want to show you, I call this exercise the power knee. Whether it's actually called the power knee is questionable, but it works for me, and you'll see as I demonstrate here. Now, I love this exercise. I often use it for a warm-up exercise or throughout the circuits that I'm doing in my workouts. Now, what you're going to do is start one leg in front, the other behind, kind of in a staggered position. You want to focus on keeping your torso nice and straight and tall, your chest out, your shoulders rolled back so we can have that perfect posture. And as always, engaging your core. So that doesn't mean sucking in your stomach, but sort of tightening and creating a brace around that spine. So you're going to begin with one leg back, one in front, arms up to the sky, making sure not to squeeze your shoulders in like that, but keeping them relaxed. You're going to take a nice inhale. On your exhale, you're going to simultaneously drive your knee up to your chest as you bring your arms down to your side. So that was kind of slow-mo. Here's what it's going to look like more in real time. Now, this exercise does take some coordination, so it might take a little getting used to, but just start slow so that your brain can make that connection to your body. Okay, arms up, leg behind, leg up, arms down. I want you to try 10 on each leg. So you stay on that same side for 10 reps. Then you'll switch. I'm going to show you from the other side here so you can see. One leg behind, one in front, as engaged, arms up, go for 1, 2, 3, until you get to 10. So that should get the blood flowing to your large muscle groups, should get your heart rate up, should get you ready for exercise. That's our first cardio move in the circuit. Now we're going to switch gears and do more of a strength training exercise, specifically for your shoulders. So like I said, this client's goal is to strengthen her shoulders. So I have a dumbbell today. You are welcome to use a dumbbell or a resistance band, whatever you may have. Normally with this client we do use a resistance band, but the movement is going to be the same and it's going to target the same muscles. So to begin, you're standing with your feet about hip-width distance apart, keeping your knees soft so that they're not locked in place, engaging those abdominal muscles, chest out, shoulders rolled back. With your dumbbell or resistance band, you want to start with your arm in this nice 90-degree angle as you're standing nice and tall. You're going to inhale, and on your exhale, you're going to press that weight straight up overhead, being sure on this one that you're not locking your elbow or your joint in place there. You want to keep it kind of soft, just straightening as tall as you can straight up overhead without locking that elbow. And you'll want to do 10 of those on each side. Now we were just going kind of quick with that power knee that we just did before. Now you can see we're really slowing down the movement so we can focus on making that connection from our mind-body connection. So focusing on that shoulder and using the shoulder strength and that momentum to lift that weight. So that's the power knee, that's the shoulder press. We have our cardio, we have our strength training. We're going to switch gears and I'm going to show you another cardio exercise. Now this one is high knees. So this is a really good one, again, to get that blood pumping, that heart rate going, burning fat. So if you are just getting started or just getting into it, I would suggest opting for more of a march like this for your high knee. But notice I'm concentrating on really lifting that knee as high as I can, bringing it up to my chest while also adding in arm movement to keep that blood flowing. Now, once you feel comfortable here and you want to up the intensity a little bit, then you're gonna pick up that speed and you're gonna go more into running motion, still focusing on driving those knees up as high as you can. Sorry to the neighbors below me. As you can see, I'm a little winded from that. So just a few reps there kind of got my heart rate going and got me into it. So those are high knees. That is a cardio focused exercise. So we've gone cardio, strength, cardio. We have one more strength focused exercise for you. Again, I'm going to use a dumbbell. This one is called a Pallof press. Now, generally I do this exercise if I'm at the gym. I like to use the cables or a resistance band. And with our client, we usually use a resistance band. So you can try to picture this one using a band instead, but a dumbbell is also going to work for today. And I'm going to stand to the side here because I think you'll be able to see it a little better. But I'm keeping my feet about hip width distance apart again. My toes are pointed forward. And I want to bend my knees just slightly. So I'm not all the way down into a squat, but I'm bending more than I normally would if I was just standing up in my normal posture. So a little bit of a squat here, keeping the knees behind the toes. My back is straight and tall, chest out, shoulders rolled back. The Pallof press. Taking my dumbbell or resistance band, I am keeping it in the center of my chest here. Notice my elbows are kind of up and out. My abdominals are engaged. They're in there somewhere, I swear. On an inhale, I'm here in this position. On my exhale, I'm sending that weight straight out in front of me. And back on the inhale. Exhale out, inhale back. So this is another good one, engaging those shoulders as well as making you activate that core as well. So here it is again. Make sure that you keep your shoulder, your elbow, and your wrist in a nice straight line. So notice I'm not way up here, I'm not down here, straight out and straight back, and nice and slow and controlled. Now, if you are using a resistance band for the Pallof press, then you're going to want to do 10 on this side and 10 on this side as well, because then that is really going to kind of target those oblique muscles here on the side, and you want to make sure to hit both sides. So we just covered the power knee, the shoulder press, high knees, and the Pallof press. So those are the 4 exercises that our client had questions on. But look at that, it turns into a complete circuit. So now everybody can try it. I'm going to take you through one full circuit of these 4 exercises so you can see how it looks all together. And then it's up to you, depending on how you're feeling that day or how much time you have, how many times you want to go through the circuit. So beginning with the power knee, one leg behind, arms up, you go for 10 on each side, driving that knee up as high and as quickly as I can, keeping my abdominals engaged. Exhale as I drive that knee up. I think that was 10. Here it is from the other side, hitting 10 on this leg. Jack is having fun, all curled up. That's gonna be 8, 9, 10. Counting is not my strength. Whew, so our heart rate's going. Got a little cardio in, switching gears, slowing it down, focusing on strengthening those shoulders, I can't help but feel a little bit like Richard Simmons right now. But hopefully this is beneficial for you guys. That was 5, but you're gonna try for 10. Remember, nice and slow and controlled, focusing on that shoulder. You may also use a resistance band for this move if you'd like. 10 on each side with shoulder press, strengthening that upper body, switching gears back to our cardio, keeping our heart rate going so we can burn some fat, high knees, trying to get 10 really good high knees on each side. Again, apologizing to my neighbors below me. Heart rate's going, winded. Last exercise is that Pallof press, grabbing either your dumbbell or your resistance band or cable machine. Getting into that perfect posture, knees soft, back straight and tall, press straight out and back. Exhaling out, inhaling, back to center. After you do 10 of those, then you have yourself a circuit. And again, like I said, depending on how you're feeling, how much time you have, you can repeat that circuit anywhere from about 1 to 4 times.